Today I fucked up by letting my daughter keep pet snails. So my sweet daughter loves bringing new pets into our house. Right now, she is really into snails, so I made a little snail habitat that she could keep her newfound friends in. Well, the other day she brought home some snails in a red Solo cup and we forgot to put them in the snail habitat right away. The next morning I realized my mistake, put the snails from the cup into the little snail habitat and think nothing more of it. Yesterday I made some coffee. I have a French press, so I boil water in my teapot on the stove for my coffee. Make my coffee, drink the whole French press of coffee and go about my day. Now here is where I realize I fucked up. This morning I was doing the dishes. I go to wash my teapot, dump the old water out, and guess what comes out with the old water? A motherfucking boiled snail. That little bugger climbed into my teapot through the spout thinking it would be a good place to chill. Nope. He got boiled and I made my coffee with snail-infused water. Drank the whole damn thing too. Moral of the story, count the snails. Count the damn snails. Too long didn't read, let my daughter bring in her pet snails. One escaped out of the cup she had it in and into my teapot I used to make my coffee. Boiled water for coffee, boiled the snail without knowing. Drank snail-infused coffee. Cup of Joe Gary. You probably have a superpower now. Are you secreting abnormal amounts of goo? Are you finding an overwhelming urge to armor your back with various household containers? He's become very slow. Escargot forgotten. At least it was boiled. It probably killed 95% of the hundreds of parasites you could have been infected with. Yeah, my first thought was garden snails are not eating snails. Today I fucked up by missing the biggest hint a girl has ever dropped on me. Edit, there's an update now, and it's not good. Obligatory this didn't happen today, and throw away because both my parents and my friends know my main account, and too long didn't read, at the bottom. A few days back I was in my AP chemistry class, and I sit on a table with this girl I have a huge crush on. We're pretty good friends. We were working through an FRQ question and the other people on my table popped a conversation about dating and relationships. The conversation goes something like this. F1, friend 1, crushes male platonic friend. F2, friend 2, crushes female platonic friend-ish. C, crush. M, me. \F1, so, how are you guys' love lives? C, non-existent. F2, I've been dating people for a few years now. Goes on tangent about her exes. F1, I've liked a few people who liked me back but nothing official. M, private static void. It's a programming joke. Yes, I'm socially awkward, but they got the point. C to me, yay, we're partners. Then we high five. F2, to C and M, you guys haven't liked anyone that liked you back. C, I've made a few moves occasionally. I know guys get shy, but I usually get no reaction. I don't know if it goes over their head or they're not interested. M, I don't know, I guess nobody has ever liked me that way, or I was too stupid to notice, or I wasn't paying attention because I didn't like them, or one of a million other scenarios. Some of my old friends from a previous school tell me that this girl used to have a crush on me. I had no clue, I thought they were messing with me. They probably were. She asks for help on a question from the worksheet. I tell her to look at how I did it. She comes over to my side of the table and rests her head on my shoulder so that our heads are leaning on each other. M, how would you tell if a girl likes you? Romantically speaking. C, if she rests her head on your shoulders, that's a sign. M, so kinda like what you're doing to me right now. C, yes. \. That somehow went over my head. She hasn't responded to my texts since. They were mostly weird space facts because that's what we're into, but she seems the same in class. Edit, she knows I have a crush on her friends told me. Also I will update on Monday, which is tomorrow. I'll ask her out. Edit 2, we text through Reddit, neither of us have each other's phone numbers. Too long didn't read, I'm denser than a fucking neutron star, and my crush may not want to talk to me anymore. If it makes you feel better, I once had a girl tell me in high school that if she could lose her virginity to someone it would be me while we were standing in line for lunch with her best friend and my best friend. I chuckled nervously and said cool. Edit, wow, can't believe my most reacted to comment is about the first of my many dense tales of how I've missed cues that I should/could have acted on. For those wondering, nothing ever happened as I was far too awkward at this age and didn't have any real self-confidence till I got to college. Those still in high school reading this who are awkward and dense MFs such as I was and probably will continue to be for some time, it does get better. Just takes practice. So you realize and decide to A. Tell the internet about it. B. Find the girl and ask her out. C. I'd what you're still doing here mate. Or, you're so dense it's adorable. She's probably just a little embarrassed because she thought you rejected her. You should definitely clarify the situation to her, and good luck to you. Right? B. How would I know if a girl likes me? G. They do the thing I'm doing right now to you. B. Oh, weird. I wish I was a youngling again with the confidence and knowledge I have now. So kinda like what you're doing to me right now? Yes. Fucking lol, good luck friend. I wanna know how it ends. Smile. Today I fucked up by forgetting to lock the bathroom door. Oh boy, how I wish this had happened at home. I'm sat on the shitter in one of my university's study spaces too embarrassed to leave. This just happened 5 minutes ago. So me, being a man of somewhat regular bowel movements, stood up and headed for the toilet about 10 minutes ago. Both of the unisex toilets were locked, so I found myself a seat for a minute whilst I waited. Long after one became available and I headed in, only to find a lot of toilet roll all over the floor and the tap still running. Being the good sort I am, I tutted to myself, bent down and cleared away the paper and turned the tap off. This is where I fucked up. I then dropped true, rotated through 180 degrees and popped a squat. I happily dropped logs for a few minutes, browsing Reddit as I did so. I am a man of culture, and thinking to myself rather proudly that it was definitely one of the smelliest shits I've produced for a while. Okay, not that cultured. Unbeknownst to my forgetful self, I had totally failed to lock the door. And a poor girl, who sees an unlocked door and heads right for it. The first I know is when the handle creaks down and the door swings open. For a good 2 seconds this girl stares at me and I stare back, neither of us really knowing what to do in such a situation, when the smell obviously hits her and she mumbles a quick-fire apology and turns tail for the hills. Too long didn't read, forgot to lock the door of a public bathroom and accidentally introduced a fellow student to some interesting smells. I mean, to be fair, she's probably mortified at having walked in on someone in the bathroom. It was mutual mortification. I've walked in on my manager taking a shit before. He later told me that he would rather it be me than a random customer. I too would rather it be you than some random fellow student. At least we could post about it on Reddit for some neat karma. At least you weren't wanking it to animal porn. Always lock the door. Oddly specific, my friend.